Hello everyone.
Enemy within. The enemy outside can do you no harm. When you refuse to allow any doubts in your own mind, then no doubts from others will ever cloud your judgment. When you create a strong mind, there can be no other that will defeat you with their words or with their judgments. When you believe in you, you need no other to believe in you. Because other...
Hello. All right, so Derek is coming live soon. Hi.
How far now? What's up?
Good. What's up, Derek?
I'm fine. It's alright.
Okay, it's glad to have you on this live interview. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Thank you.
You know, actually, we've not met physically. I think online, and I've known you for like 5 years now.
Sometimes I've met some people like 7 years and we never met in person. So it's not much of a big deal like that.
All right. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you accepted this invitation to come live with me. I need to tell the world about Illustration April, and that's why we're here today. And
Yep.
we are also here to have fun. And I'm sure you're going to dance.
I can't dance before I all over the parlor, yo.
Okay. So, no problem. So, very soon.
These guys are asking for music. Play song for them.
Okay, I'll give them soon. Just hold on. Hold on. Okay. They're asking for music. Let's give them what we have. This is what I have. Are you feeling? Can you hear me?
No, Fresh is asking for Undertaker song. Imagine. Let's just continue. Let's just continue.
Okay, so it's quite amazing, and people have been asking me about Illustration April. I'll need to reduce the volume a bit so you can hear me properly.
Okay.
So people have been asking me about Illustration April, and I told them, okay, I'll be telling you about it once we are live. And now we are live. And you are
I'm alive. I'm alive before.
You are the originator of Illustration April. And I could remember 2 years back, like in 2018, when you talked about Illustration April, and everybody was like, okay, Illustration April. Okay, let's try it out. And we tried it and it worked.
You remember it was in a group chat?
Yes, the graphic design group.
Yeah, so it was Roti that came up with he was doing one logo design of March. Yeah, so people were like saying we should come up with our own blah 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 blah, and I was like, okay, let me see what they can do. Like, I was not even taking it that serious. We were just mentioning stuff then. Great now. So I was like, okay, let's do IllustrApril and all. Vicky, get out of this place. Just get out of this place. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's try to, before we move it to the main group, you get. So we were doing it in the graphic design group before, and we were like, okay, let's start this. Let's have judges. Let's do this. Let's do that. And the first time was actually very, very tensed because I was the only one doing almost everything, trying to correct, and I was looking for people that can help me with judges and all. I was walking up and down. But you know, I don't want to give up at first because I was tired. And then it was not like now that we were just indoor. I was in school then, so everything was entering each other. But it was cool though because I drew a lot of things then. Like I used the drawings to make a lot of work afterwards. Sha. So it's kind of the origin was not that kind of a serious thing. Like it was just a chit chat in the group, and it came up well. I like the fact that at least from then we take it more serious. From thanks to I can remember Presh and Blue
She's
Star.
here right now. She's listening to us.
Yeah, the first edition, you, Presh, and Blue Stars were not missing any day. Like you guys were pushing it. Like even if sometimes I'll look like today nobody is turning up, you guys will still bring something. So it's kind of cool, and at least this year one is kind of amazing because we have a lot of project on it. So it's not like maybe we just sit down and start thinking of maybe it just came up like that. Like we just started and boom.
You know,
It's
I could remember in 2018 when we just started with illustration April, and I was like, okay, there was this time we had to illustrate phones. I said no, I have to illustrate my own phone. Then my Infinix there, and I
yeah.
did the phone. I had to even draw elements of what was on my screen. What's happening there, Derek?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Switch back your camera.
I'm trying
Turn it back.
to.
Okay.
I'm trying to. This is the first time I will do this, so the thing
Um,
was flipping. Like I don't know.
it's funny on your own.
I turn it on your own.
So I was like, let me illustrate my phone. And then the funny thing, during that illustration April,
Your phone
we
was
actually
looking awkward now. Your phone was looking awkward. That's not
the,
your
the
phone.
one
That's
the
a
one that made
rectangle.
me the one that made me laugh the most was my Jeep that time. The one I illustrated then. That
I'll be glad
Jeep
if you
that
can
looks
give
like,
the Jeep to Vicky. Vicky is disturbing me.
okay, we'll give her the Jeep here. But
Yeah.
that the car we did this year was quite amazing. Different
Yeah.
version of cars and everything.
When normally the project was not to like it's not for competition. Like the project is not for competition actually, and we were just trying to help people. Like
So,
it's not it's not that kind of easy on a normal instance. Like maybe you are trying to take someone online, teach someone how to design online. It's very hard because it's better you see someone one on one and explain all those kind of things. And I just feel like if we are much and maybe if you can correct some kind of aspect on it, like maybe the edges, the lines, the all, people will build up from that. Because I can't take people online. Like online, if you don't know the basics, if you don't know the basics of them, Vicky, leave me now. Everywhere is hot. Leave me. So if you don't know the basic of the line, and maybe if you don't know some things about design, it's very hard to put someone through. It's very, very hard. Like very, 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 very hard. So I just bring up the part of okay, let's start this to help people, irrespective of the application you are using, CorelDRAW, Photoshop, Illustrator, you can still get the same result of illustration you want to do. So that's just the basic of the IllustrApril. It's not like maybe we want it for a competition who can draw best or stuff like that. No. So it's just something to help my own kind of way to help people to grow in design. So it's not that kind of competition stuff. Although I'm planning to add competition to it later on, or maybe the next one, so that at least it will be intense. Like so that you want to win something in a competition, and maybe we will have a lot of people. You grow up.
yeah.
So
I
it's
want to
not
ask a question.
okay. You can ask the question. I can hear you.
Okay. I
It's
quite
very hot.
met you on graphic design platform. That was in 2015, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But then I was still kind of sleepy. I was just a self-taught
And I'm this
designer.
person that used to disturb the group then. We grab.
Yes, but they don't know that you are the
I'm
Baba.
I'm gentle now. Like they don't, sometimes everything is just about being humbling now. So if you dey humble, you could do right. So that's just it.
So,
So what was the question, Jerry?
how long have you been doing illustrations? Like, how long have you been designing? When did you
Okay.
start designing?
Okay. Okay. This is the funny part. My first design was on paint, like I used paint. So the design was I was wearing a cloth and I was using Acer laptop then, my dad's laptop. So I will just add bubbles and add maybe I love you, all those icons. Great. So let me just say when I started designing was 2009. Let me say 2000 officially. Like, and what bring up the design stuff was like maybe because I like all these cartoon, I like all these design stuff, you get. So when I started with Photoshop, and I know it might be one of the hardest things for all the designers there. Like I really don't understand layers. Like layers were that kind of hard. Like I won't know which one is layer one, layer two. Everything was just disturbing. Even if you watch YouTube, you won't still understand what layer is or layer mask, all those things. But it's not like I don't know, maybe it was the way I just keep on pushing. I just get to know it myself. Like I just see that this layer is like I now got to know that okay, I interpret it in my own language. Like okay, maybe we have two papers, a cardboard, a red cardboard and a blue cardboard. So if I cut the red cardboard and put it on the blue cardboard, the red cardboard is the first layer. So that was how I got it. So it's not like maybe it's very hard. I can't lie to you. It's very, very hard to get the basic of. You can know all the tools, but that layer aspect, no. It's very hard. Very, very hard. So I'll just say from there, although I didn't, funny enough, I started with CorelDRAW, but when I got CorelDRAW and I got Photoshop, CorelDRAW was very, 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 like, I don't like the interface. It looks very rigid and Photoshop is sexy. So I just move all my stuff, all my design mindset because I like graphics. So the graphics was making me to want to do more, as in the Photoshop interface graphics. So I just moved. So from there, when it goes to when I was just doing it for fun. There was no money attached to it. Like I'll be begging people like, give me your photo, let me cartoon it. You get all those kind
But
of
now,
you get
but
so
when you are still
no, it's not like that now. So from there I got to know that okay, I can use this thing to actually make some kind of cash. You get. So I tried to like I can't be doing rubbish and they'll be paying me now. I had to just move on. I watched I don't watch all the database of YouTube. I watch the speed fast no, the one that I will have to carry to VLC to turn to slow mo so that I can follow up maybe a video of 2 minutes that ought to have been like 12 minutes. I have to slow it and follow up. So that was how I just started building myself. I did not download any course. I did not download any Udemy or any course. No. I watch YouTube though. I'll just type how to create cartoon on YouTube, how to do this on YouTube, how to create banner on YouTube, so almost all my learning basics are from YouTube channel. So that's just it. And some people have their own background also. That was just my own background. That's how I bring myself up to this level.
It's
And
quite an
yes, there was a time that pen tool was like a big deal to me. You know, if I want to trace picture, I used to use lasso tools, and then it would look like maybe um maybe I'm tracing a Minecraft person. Like it will look box, like something like a box. You don't understand? Like it won't give the actual shape of the head. It might be like this. So it will look awkward, and so from there I had to encourage myself. Although I still use lasso to get the shape to some extent, but I have to pen tool. So from pen tool now, I now moved from pen tool of tracing someone's photo to pen tool of drawing all these objects, all these cartoons, all these things. My pen tool learning was not for drawing of objects. So it was just to be able to trace human, like maybe picture, to remove background now, to trace it smoothly. That was the main purpose. But see now, I'm using it for another thing. So, and it's not like maybe all of us are going to still stay there. We might just start to maybe, because there was a time I was learning 2D, but I was lazy and work was too much. But thanks to God, everything is going on well the way I want it to some extent.
And I could remember in 2019, after 2018 edition, 2019 we couldn't push further like we did this year.
Yeah, okay. What happened was I was sick at the fourth day. You get, I was sick at the fourth day and I was having exams. So I chatted with like 4 people. I can't continue now. I was looking for someone to maybe help me to continue the stuff. But the energy I was getting was not like my own now. Like 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock a.m., 12 o'clock in the morning, that's a.m. I will have dropped this thing, the drawing, what we are drawing, the task for the day. But the thing was dragging so much, like it was too much drags, and I was just feeling like, no, this thing is not going on well. I just had to stop fanning me. I just had to like just quit it, like, okay, let's go for the next year. And see, this next year was too cold. I was just very sick. If it was like maybe it was only the exam, I would have still be putting my, even if I will not draw, I'll still be trying to organize people. And you guys, you fucked up this year. Where you guys cannot draw bikes. I'm pained. The bike.
I deliver my bike now.
Fuck your bike. So the thing is, if you notice that I took the thing out of the graphic design group, so our own main group, reason is that I will not be able to control the main general group.
Sure.
You get, so I can't control them, and I won't want the fact of maybe I will now bring up the task maybe today, and maybe it's just 2 people. I'll not be able to sanction them because it's just a normal general group. You get. So, but if you have our own group that, okay, you are joining because you want to come and do illustration, then I'll be able to still be scold you. I'll be able to scold you at least. You are here to do this thing. Do it now. You get. So that was the main reason I had to move it, because I can't be scolding. I can't even know who is who there. Some people are just there to do normal flyer, banner, and all. So I can't be able to like, you have not done this one today. But if I have my own people, we'll flock together now. You get. So that's just the main purpose. I had to direct it to the other group. You get. So from there. You know what, we talked about some projects we have at hand that we are trying to move. You get, and if you check the page, I've not yet posted after the day of bike, because you guys not submitted you guys bike, so I can't skip that day. I can't skip that day for another day. I will still be saying it. You guys did not draw. You did not draw your bike. Your bike is paining me. But no, I will just try. I'm still waiting. I should have posted, but I'm still waiting. Maybe some guys will still want to upload their bikes so that I can add it. So you get. So that was why I have not moved to the next one.
I actually thought the chopper was the like hardest before. Like you get when you told us we're going to illustrate chopper and the like, I was like, okay. But the funny thing is, I spent hours on that stuff. But the bike, I
Which
won't
one?
lie
The
to you.
chopper?
Yeah, I spent hours on that. I was even sweating that day. Like I think no, I'll finish this thing. But the bike, that bike,
You
I will
spend
not
one
lie
week,
to you.
Abby.
Light,
Funny enough,
light.
I spent when I drew my bike the first day. I spent like 4 hours for just the line art, and I was like, on my own side, I was like, shey I never fuck up like this. Like, shey I never go carry art and give myself like this. Like, which kind of wahala be this? So I was like, okay, no wahala, this thing. It was even that gingered me. That Roti image is a scam. It was
Where is
like
he now?
it was like he's going to beat me in the bike drawing. I was like, na lie. So I started drawing. I now he now said that I now told him I have finished. Next thing we said I gave up.
Give
Like I
up.
have won already. Imagine that kind of thing. After I spent like 4 hours the first day, 4 hours the second day, and maybe an hour that same day later, and I finished it. So Kelsey was saying, imagine doing mine with draw your bike, just draw your bike, guy. I don't want to know what you want to draw. Just draw your bike and submit to me.
If you like, use pencil.
We like draw on top paper.
So what's kind of amazed me was how you normally get the elements to draw and stuff. And you remember that night I replied a comment and I said killer bean, and the next thing 12 a.m. you guys are drawing killer bean today, and you understand everybody just like Paulsy, what's wrong with you? So
Yeah.
like how do you
Okay.
get your
Let me say before the starting of the event, maybe May, let me say March 29 or March 30 or March 28, I'll message like 4 people. Like I'll message them that they should just give me 30 objects. I'll beg them. So they will drop, like Bola dropped 30. One of that guy dropped 30. I had 30. It's like I asked someone again. He dropped 30. So I had like almost 120 objects. But still, I'll still have to pick. The best one. And sometimes I don't pick. I'll ask you guys. From you guys' chat, I'll just pick one. So it's not like
that day was
maybe,
kind of funny.
yeah, it's not like maybe I don't have objects. I have objects every day. Like it's not like maybe I'll say, okay, today I want to pick this already. It's exactly maybe 11 p.m. or 11:30 that it's closing to the next day. That's when I will now I'll just look at the list and okay, let me say you guys drew something simple yesterday. Let me find something hard. So I'll just say, okay, you guys are drawing bike, or you guys are drawing killer bean, or you guys are drawing. No, the bike is a pain, so I still have to have that pain in my body. So I'll just say, okay, just pick one and just put it on the design, and we'll just draw it for that day. It's not like maybe I don't have plans. Before I start the IllustrApril, I'll always have 30 days object down. Even if at some point we will change, I will change, maybe I will not pick out of the 30. maybe from you guys, like the day you said someone was saying you will kill you and you say killer bean, I just say okay, nice. You are drawing killer bean to tomorrow. You get. So it's not that kind of hard to pick objects. The only thing I was just avoiding was to draw, like not to draw repetition, like but if you look at the objects, the repetitions are still always the best, like because why I pick some repetition is I want to see maybe you have improved, like the phones and the cars. I just wanted to see if you are still going to draw that whack phone or that whacked
But my car was different this year now.
it was having tire problem.
Electric car.
Your car was having tire problem.
Back then.
You guys can go to IllustrApril and check SY cars, and you see that it's having maybe what kind stupid projection on his car. I don't know, maybe he was passing Ife Express Road or something. So design is fun though. It's fun. It's not stressful. When you are doing it, it's very, like, especially when you are playing song with it, and you understand.
I remember doing my own car, and I was like, I don't want to do the same Jeep I did last 2 years. That was 2018. 2018 we did that car, and I did a Jeep. My Jeep.
Yeah.
No. I don't want that this year.
Even if we withdraw car next 5 years, I'll still pick a classic car. I don't know. I'll still pick. Maybe I'll pick down 4 or something. Maybe I'll pick. I don't know.
Don't be like Blue Star. Let's come up with different.
No. Blue Star is this kind of person where we say is complicated. Like his things are complex. Draw biro. You draw biro with maybe 5 inks. Okay. Brand is asking what kind of songs works for me when I'm designing. We are different. I don't know. You might be a pastor, and I might not be a pastor. So normally I play not Nigerian songs sometimes, except maybe if I'm sober. That's when I play Nigerian songs. I play alternative songs. Alternative songs or maybe rap songs and all. So I don't know. You can go and play Tokyo Alabio. So I've answered this question. Yeah, I've answered this question.
You can go and play Tokyo Alabio.
It's
so somebody is saying we should speak in pidgin. But the thing is, we have to be official.
No, I'm not official. Man, I'm mixing it though. I'm mixing it. Yeah.
There is something we didn't do. It's my bad anyway. We did not introduce you.
They know me already. They know me already.
No, not everybody knows you. Introduce yourself to us officially. What do you do?
Okay. My name is Ayeni Oluwadare Isaac. I do.
You do what?
I do. Okay, I'm a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer and a businessman also. That's all. And then I'm not serious.
So, we know that already.
So
that's why we like you anyway.
So no big deal. Define sober, chill. Sober is not like maybe someone break your heart or maybe someone beat you. You know, there are sometimes you will not be in the mood to design. You have to look for a way to cheer yourself up. Like sometimes as a designer, you have like loads of business and like loads of designs to do. Then that's when you know that you are very lazy, because maybe if you have like 5 jobs and maybe you have to deliver tomorrow, you have to tell your client that I'm sick, or maybe my laptop there's no light and all those kind of stuff. And maybe at some end of the place, the part of the world you are, maybe you are just playing game, or maybe you are just sleeping, not doing the same thing. So, and there are sometimes you really want to do the work, but maybe your body is not feeling like. So, the only thing I used to do is either I walk maybe like 2 minutes to my gate and come back, or play song, loud it very well, try to dance to it, try to shake my body, and then go back to my system. So it's different for some people. Like, there was a time we had the discussion in graphics design group now. I was saying his own is to find fruits. Like, he buy fruits, and when he take fruits, he'll come back to his normal self and start working. I mean, I say me, I don't used to eat fruit like that. Me, I'll just play song, or maybe I'll just look for vitamin C or something. So it depends. Yeah. Yep.
In the sense that when I play song, like I vibe with it and I do my design. You understand? But some
Yeah.
people don't really like songs. I don't know. Everybody is
Okay,
always different.
sometimes I take a break, like, okay, maybe I'll play game, but if I take a break and play game, I might use all the time to play the game finish. Like, I might not even come back to do the work. So maybe I'll just watch cartoon, or this my normal cartoon, and come back. But designing and sleeping, and sometimes you feel like dozing off. Yeah, Topsy. You feel like sleeping on system. Like, like you will be in, and next thing is your eyes will be very, very heavy. And once you leave that system, your eyes will come back to normal. Like, the sleep will go off. Like, I don't know, maybe it's only me. Like, it's not like maybe you want to sleep that particular sleep. But maybe it's just like maybe your brain is tired or something. I don't know. But what I used to do is maybe take vitamin C, and or maybe play songs.
Okay.
Yeah. So being sober is not maybe you crying or stuff like that. So no, you might just not be in the mood, and you just there are sometimes you have to make money now, and you have to be in
Sure.
the mood. You have to
You
be
have
in
to
that
be
mood
able to
to.
make the
You
money.
have to be in that mood to make that money. So
Sure.
if you are feeling like, I'm down, I cannot do this thing, that money will just come out to you. This work now 15K. Let me try to do it. Let me try to do this. So then money too is a motivation. So, but sometimes money will not motivate you.
Yeah,
You will just
yeah,
be
sure.
tired. You will just be tired. I've kind of work that true. If I'm not feeling a design I'm making, sometimes I do make silly excuse. Like, I will say maybe my system motherboard got spoiled. I can't do the work again. I can't lie to you. I've collected some jobs that maybe I just started doing. I was like, this thing is too hard, or this thing is just too worrisome for me, Jerry. And na small money. See, my motherboard, or there's no light, or I can't do it, I'm feeling sick. And so maybe I'll ask for more money. Because there are sometimes if a client is describing a job for you, they are telling you this is what they want. If this is what they want, you might be feeling as they are saying it is easy. But my dear, when you under your system, and you open Adobe Illustrator, and you create a new layer, and you start this work, God dang it. You'll be like, no, no,
It's
no, no, no,
fine.
no, 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 I'm not doing it again. Sometimes I will just go off. I might go offline for like 2 days. Like, I might not even reply the person. When I'll now reply, like, I have like screenshot of all these silly things. I was just like, I'm sick, that maybe I've been in the hospital. I can't do this, I can't do that. I'll just move on, because it's not about sometimes it's not about the money. Sometimes it's about your sanity. Because when you look at the time you spend on it and the money that you get from itself, just to say, oh, I'm not doing it again, Jare. But sometimes you need the money, sharp, sharp. So you just stress yourself. But when you have plenty jobs, you select now.
Sure.
Yeah.
I remember the time I worked like from 9 p.m. in the night to like 6 a.m. in the morning.
No, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
And that same day, I did not still sleep till evening, like the next day.
Well, it depends on the love of what you are doing, Sha. Me, I can play game from that 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., Sha. Like, I can play game. But when it comes to work, this brain, I don't know. When it comes to work, your head will look it as this thing, our job, Jare, our big work, all those kind of things. Or when you are playing game, or when you are doing something of your own leisure, you can do it for hours. Do you understand now? So if I can sit down, the max time I've spent on a design work, like I sit and do is, I think it's 6 hours. And why I maxed it out was because I was being lazy. I waited to maybe when the time, because I work on 5 hours, when the time was 6 hours to deadline. I've spent like I told the guy that I'm sick, blah blah blah. He added 48 hours. Okay, I told the guy again that I just get stronger, all those kind of things. The guy said, okay, he will give me another 24 hours. Mind you, why I'm trying to give excuses, I don't want to lose the job, and I still don't want to do the job because the money is kind of much. At least I remembered it's on like $500. So I was like, come on, I don't want to lose this job. And stupid me was still playing game. I was playing game. It was game that was taking my time. So when it now got to, the guy is already filming, so I just had to like, okay, 6 hours that is remaining. Let me just use it to do this job. I submitted the work, and it remained 25 seconds left. I submitted rough work, not even the work. Like I submitted a rough work because it remained the background. So I just submit the normal work. It remained the background. So as I submitted, the time stopped. So it gave me extra 5 minutes, like at least before the guy will come online to see. So I now deliver again with the background. So that was the only time I've spent like 6 hours on the job. And it's more like something I can do 2 hours or 1 hour within some times. But when I saw the guy already filming and you might just cancel the job, I'll lose the money.
$500 no be joke.
Grab. So where do I see myself in the next 5 years? I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So, IllustrApril, we already know that it's just a challenge to build your skills and all that. So people were now asking that, okay, IllustrApril, what do people get from it? I told them
XY is IllustrApril, not IllustrApril. I'll beat you.
I know. It's actually the full form of it. I know.
I know.
Okay. It's the full form of it.
Okay.
You might be wondering, what? Someone actually left a comment on LinkedIn and said, what's this stuff all about? I had to reply to the person. I sent you the screenshots. Remember?
Yeah, I saw it.
So they were trying to like, what's this thing all about? They want to know. But now we are here today. Where do you see IllustrApril? That's IllustrApril next year.
Okay.
We did excellently well this year.
Yeah, this year is massive, like very massive. I was happy because at least per day you have 10 plus designs and per person, and even me, I missed only one day. The stuff is right now we are not only trying to groom people up like to designs. I think I'm looking to the part of, okay, we're making people know that okay, these guys can do whatever design they can do. Because the first time we started, it just came up of let's just make use of your month. Let's just try to improve people. Get. And the second month, the second year, we did maybe 4 days or 5 days, and I was having issues. And the first year was even massive also. At least we were having 10 plus designs daily also.
Sure.
The first time, and everybody was even busy. I was in school. It's like
I was working in
you were
Papa
working at Apapaya, and I remember Ruti was having jobs at hand too, and Blue Star was in school also. Fresh Self was in school. Everybody was busy, but we were still turning up. So that's why I believe this year one should make a perfect sense because everybody's home, you get. And the turn up was okay. And okay, from a point, a writer messaged me. I told you guys, like, he said, okay, we can use this as a team and as a magazine and publish. So if I'm looking at what will happen next year, I'm seeing massive turn up, not only from here. It might be a lot. There might be a lot of competition next year, like competition in a way that you have to compete with the best. Like you have to be able to be precise about the work you are doing. You cannot come next year without knowing some kind of basic stuff.
Sure.
You have
The
to know
person
how to use. You have to
the
know
funny
how
thing,
to
this
use
guy that joined us lately.
brand.
No. The guy that joined the brand consult. In the beginning,
Oh, is it Bizarre?
Buzari, like something daddy, like he joined us recently. That we asked to do the 1 to 10 first before we can accept him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, what's
Like,
up with him?
how did you get to know the guy? The guy is good as well.
See, let me tell you, almost everybody I added messaged me from Instagram, like from IllustrApril account. It's not like maybe I know them. Like the Toby you are saying, I don't know Toby. Like it's not like maybe I know Toby.
He's very your son name, Ayeni. I wonder,
Well,
probably.
no. He's. I saw him from. I think from IllustrApril. He messaged me, and there are some people I did not add because it got to a point that when I was adding from the beginning, some people were just there to just watch. Like they are not there to do the design. So I started with maybe 3 days. After 3 days, we remove people. You understand? And some people came to message me from directly inbox that okay they want to join, and I'll say okay, this today own is this. Draw it, send it to me here. Tomorrow I'll send it to you. Do 3 days consecutively inbox. Then I'll add it to the group. I sent them, they did not draw. So how will I now add you to the guy I added lastly drew I think the first and the second inbox and I added him because I can't add someone that will be just be spectating. So I don't know you, Orion.
He said that he's his cousin. I don't know why he's lying.
I don't know you.
I was like, Ayeni, how cool. So, you know what? Illustration April now. Let me just say Illustration April. But the thing is, people will understand better when I say Illustration April because it's about illustration and you know it.
Okay.
We've come a long way now, and see, some people feel okay. I can't do design. I can't do this. I probably would tell them to go and check my first illustration. Probably that would motivate them.
No, they don't even need to check your own. See, there is when we want to start this edition. Brown Consort told me privately that he really like he's not that good, like, but he wants to be seeing what guys are doing. I said, you have to join, and if you want to join the group, you have to draw, you have to do something. From there, we'll correct you. It's not that kind of hard when you start. When you start, it's not that kind of hard. When you have group of people that can correct you, it's not like I'm the only one correcting. Even if I do my own correction 9 o'clock, you see that I got to a point that I was not correcting again, because I was not saying any bad move, except if there's just some opt-outs from the design, because I just feel like you guys are getting what I want, and if you can do that constantly, you will get to know that, okay, let me add this to it again, That's why it's okay to do it, that to do designs constantly. Like, consistency is the key, because when you keep on doing the same thing, some things will just open up to you. You just see that this thing I'm doing, let me do it this way again. So that's just it. If you will check my own first cartoon pictures too, it's not like maybe I was perfect from the beginning. It's kind of awkward. It's just like when I saw it, it's just like maybe I gave someone eczema, someone that is fine, I gave the person eczema on his face. So all those kind of things. So I'll just try to say IllustrApril is not a place to be scared to come. If you're a designer, it's a place you learn much more about, not only about design, not only about illustration, but about design in a whole. At least will correct you on how to, if you add a text awkwardly, will tell you not to add it that place. It's not only about, or if your background is not that dope, will tell you that. You notice Busari, day 1, day 2, day 3 was awkward, very, 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 very awkward. He doesn't know how to pick colors. He doesn't know how to use colors. I had to tell him to DM me. We talked. I corrected him. I think I shared him a link of colors, or shared him a link or a PDF. Sure. So if you notice, after like day 4, his work were very, 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 very much awesome.
Yeah,
Till
sure.
date.
I saw massive improvement in his job.
Yeah, so that's how it is. There are some people that can draw, but they don't know colors. Like, I had to. I'm not this kind of person that read books. I don't read books. I'll prefer maybe audio wise or visual. Books are boring to me. Only if it's a comic book, sure. So I downloaded a PDF file then when I was still in FUTA. Is it 2011 or 2012? It's all about colors. I don't know where the book is right now, but I read the book. The book made me to understand colors and all. So it's not like maybe colors. Colors are hard when it comes to design. Colors is, I think, it's still what will distinguish your design from another person, because there are some colors you don't need to use on another color. All those kinds of things. And if you don't know it, you just paste one color on another color, and you'll be feeling like a god, knowing that you are doing nonsense. Chill. I want to answer the person. Coloring and details is not hard, and it's hard. See, one thing is there are different ways of shading, and there are some people that use color tones, like maybe they'll have different shades of brown, like maybe 5 different shades of brown, like box. They will draw a box and have 5 different shades of brown. So one will be dark, one will be light dark, and one will be a base color of the skin. But there are people that doesn't use that. Some people use black and white. Like you paint, if you want to give a place a shadow, you use black. The only thing you need to know is, okay, maybe the darker part will have maybe 60 or maybe 40 or maybe 30 opacity, and maybe the lighter one will have 20 opacity, and maybe the next one will have 10 opacity. So it depends on how you bring up your design skills. Because me, I don't use different shades. I use black and white. White for highlights, black for shadows. Grab. So it depends on how you interpret designs. So if you check some YouTube videos, there are some people that use all these multiply, all these overlay, screen overlay, but I don't use that. I don't know how to use it, and it's not like maybe I can't learn it, but you have to master a skill.
Master your craft.
You can master your craft. Yeah, everybody have their own weapons. I might be able to use knife, make use cutlass or AK-47, but so far we are getting the same output. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So just MJ for real. I think what you need to do is just pick a basic, maybe if it's black and white or shades, or just try to be doing your nonsense. Just be doing nonsense. That's it. If you keep on doing your nonsense, you get to a place that it will start making sense to you. Just keep doing it. Even if it's not fine, just keep doing it. Find someone that will correct you or put you through. That's just it.
Vicky is asking a question. You've answered that previously.
No, I've not.
Vicky,
I answered.
How long have you been doing illustration?
Okay, I started illustrating. There's a difference between designing and illustrating. I was doing banners, doing all those stuff since. Officially, I started illustration 2013, 2014. But I got serious November 2015. You get 2015. The reason why I got serious November 2015 was I started Fiverr November 2015.
Making money.
So I saw a lot of works and I was like, no, I was below par. Like I was like, no. If I want to make this thing, I have to keep up myself and all. Even when I even thought I was still drawing nonsense, when someone will order $5 gig from me, person will still give me 5 star, and I'll feel myself like, yeah, you get. So yeah, the person will say, the cartoon is nice, blah blah blah. For my own eyes, it will look like, what's this now? I don't like this work like that. You understand? So from there, if I was sitting on their review, I would make a progress or something. So I just try to me, it's not making sense. I just had to push up and all. So I think I've answered. So what's up, XY now?
So I remember the city skyline you asked us to draw.
Yeah.
People were already lamenting that. No,
see,
this thing is
XY. I don't know. I was just confused that day because normally I've done skyline jobs like 7.
I've seen it now.
Or 8 or 10 self. So when I brought up the skyline, it was not even part of the list. I saw one of my job Like it's like I posted one on Instagram or on Facebook. I don't remember. So it was like a memory. So I
Okay.
saw the image. So I was like, let these people even draw skyline today. You grab. So when I dropped the skyline, to me, I was thinking maybe na flexing job now. Like just do it within 30 minutes and lock up. I was seeing different. I was even busy that day, so I was seeing people complaining like, this thing is so hard. Where did I see this thing from? I was like, this thing is just normal
Simple.
box and box and box. I was like, because now I was thinking, is it that hard? Maybe I was still maybe I had shortcut of doing things fine, because maybe me, I'm this kind of lazy person. I used to find shortcuts to things. So I was thinking maybe it's because I was using some kind of shortcuts or stuff, but it was kind of easy. You saw that the time I posted that this is it now, posted on the group that this is what I want now. Yes, like it's not that hard now. Even Presh that was complaining, she did that own within, I'm not sure, maybe it's up to like an hour save or 30 minutes save. I'm not
That
sure.
was not okay now.
So the only thing is, if you start something, that's when you know maybe it's hard or not. That bike now is when I started, I know that it's hard.
It was that bike that gave me like, and you know the funny thing, there was no light. I was like, I was just down. What
I
would
was
I do?
having, it was even that time, these people now showed me love. Like, they were like, okay, oh yeah, kill yourself, take lights, kill yourself. I was like, okay, thank you. I was drawing. I was on this table. I was drawing. I was just like flexing with it. But in my mind, I was like, Larry, you don't fuck up. You gave yourself, you gave yourself something to do. But I just had to do it because I was gingered by Roti.
My
You knew how,
routine.
yeah, you knew Roti just came up to the group like, oh yeah, now. And I sent him the image. I was like, okay, no more. I was like, okay, hey. Hurry up, you are lazy. It's not hard.
Okay. What was the hardest elements for this year's illustration? What was
They've
it
mentioned it
to
already
you?
now. To me, it's
The
still the
bike.
bike.
Then,
Because,
to me, honestly, the bike and the helicopter.
no, the
But
chopper did
the
not take
helicopter
time,
was
Sha.
even easier. It was
No,
easier
no,
than the
no.
bike.
The helicopter was, even, let me see, everything I drew was easy. Like, I had shortcuts, I had bypass and all. Maybe the way I already know the keyboard shortcut and all. So, I'm kind of fast when it comes to illustration. So, but that bike, I was having mood swing when I was drawing that bike. Like, do you know why I was having mood swing? Because I was the one that gave myself the bike. You understand? Like, I saw this thing like this. I was like, oh yeah, take, punish yourself, take, and draw it.
You know the funny thing? When you
People
sent the
cursed me now. As in,
I know.
see, people cursed me. Like, your follow was like, Uri eti baje.
You know, when you sent me the bike, when I saw the name as Will, I thought maybe it was wheelbarrow, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But when I opened the image, I said, eh?
Bolayo told me, like, when I sent Bolayo said, nah, me go draw. Like, go draw your thing yourself. Say, no be him go draw this kind.
You know, Tosin, is it Tosin Fresh or something? Is it Tosin Fresh? When
Tosin
he sent
fresh.
me the design and he was even telling you thank you or something.
Yeah,
It's not even
no.
me,
It's like this. The guy, when I sent the guy came to meet me. I did not add his name to the list of people that wants to draw. You get. So the guy was like, I did not add his name. I said, I forgot. I can't say, yeah, take. So as I say, yeah, take. The guy did not open the bike. He just said, thank you. The next thing is going to say, oh, what is this? I was like, maybe now you ask for bike now. It's my own. You know those kind of thing. But people calls me, even that foolish Presh. Presh was like, now wow. Shad don't mean me. Kirikon, it caused me. I just like, oh, is you that know? I'm still waiting for their bike. That's why I know.
It doesn't end, but I want us to just do a short. Okay, welcome, Vicky. Orium, welcome. Where is Derek? Derek, where are you? Derek, we're waiting for you. Derek, where are you? Sorry, we're waiting for Derek. Vicky, please help me call him. Call Derek for me. We are still waiting for Derek. Could you please help me call Derek? We are waiting for Derek. MJ for it, thank you for joining. Derek, where are you? It was 1 hour already, that was why. Yeah, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour.
I was trying to connect back.
Sorry for the break in transmission. It's glad to have you. We're almost rounding up before the live video ended on its own. So welcome.
Yeah.
Where did we stop?
Yeah, I was talking about the bike and the reaction we got. But at least when I saw Flare bike, I was like, because it was like Flare submitted first. I was like, wow, because the bike was, I was like, this is mad. Like, you have to sit down. I also, is it Toby? I saw Toby on. I saw Joyce Townhouse came with
Just like the awkward kind of.
before even send me the bike, you don't come meet me, boss. You like, yeah, there's no light. I said, just draw, because normally you guys have already passed the time I like thought we were going to do the dual stuff. So I was not feeling it again. Like I was just like, it won't make sense. Maybe out of everybody, I just have maybe people submitted. Maybe I just have 2 people that are dual, like content duals. So I just feel like, because I think it's just too hard. I just feel like, oh, it doesn't really need to go on that way if I can't get almost complete ones. And I was still trying to enter people. Even Presh was telling me that our bike was almost ready. Presh was telling me, like, she came herself, not like maybe I went to message her, Derek Alpha, my bike is almost done, blah blah blah. I'll submit tomorrow. Tomorrow turn, like maybe tomorrow after like 5 days. She still never submitted today like this. If she's there, make she dey hear me like that. So I just feel like normally we have to. What I just feel is, last year, we had the first time we had IllustrApril, our main design was that car, like the hardest. I think that's the hardest that time.
Then
That was the hardest that time. Like that, it was the car, and the car was very, 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 like who drew the car then. It was more like the face of the year design that time. So I was thinking, okay, if we do bike, even if the bike is hard, at least it will come up, it will look very, 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 very attractive. At least if you see the bikes people have submitted, you see that no, it's not a plain, like it's not a side view bike. I only
I'm
gave
not done with my bike
you
yet. I
and
just submitted
brand
like that.
I just gave you and brand side view bike because I want you guys to draw something easy. Like, because I know at least if you want to draw the tire, you just draw up. So that was why I gave you guys that one. So it's more like, okay, let this be
Brand finale.
the branding of this year on, like the bike. And I was even thinking, I just wanted everybody to submit the bike so that on the last day we'll just do the duel and we'll just use it to end the IllustrApril. But you guys fuck me up, all of you. One is NEPA. One was even saying he forgot to control save. Everybody was bringing his own kind of excuse.
Someone is asking a
But
question.
you know,
Someone is asking a
um,
question. Don't go for it. He said, also, what does Derek mean?
about what?
Like, what does your nickname mean, Derek?
Nothing. What does SY mean?
XY. It's a combination of the male and the X.
No, my name is Dari. And I had a lot of nickname before that Derek. Like there was a time. Okay, there was a time my nickname was Dre. There was a time it was Donkwa. There was a time it was plenty. And there was a time the Derek was just Darik. But I got to notice that I searched for Derek, like Darik online from Google. I saw that I was not the only one having that nick, like that brand. So I just had to touch it up, add H and another I, at least to have my own unique brand and all. So that's how the Derek stuff come up. It's not like maybe I had it, or maybe it's something that come up like that. Plenty nickname if I go to Derek. And Derek always sounds to some people like a Muslim stuff. I don't know. Like some people feel like it's my name on a normal day self because it sounds more
Derek
like
is already a brand.
um
I said Derek is already a brand now.
yeah, no, it sounds like someone's name, like they take it like maybe a
Malik, like
Muslim name.
Malik.
Yeah, Malik, all those kind of things. So I mean, I used to say that my name is Dari. Some people even think I'm Muslim. Some people think I'm Hausa. No, God bless. Did I give the ones who drew the house? No, not yet. I have to compile everything I need down first before I can even try to. I know my people, and my people sabi me already.
People know
Extra, I
you,
know they
sure.
among them.
Okay,
I
so I
hear
have
you.
a question. Someone
Okay.
asked me, the person was asking that, is there any incentive for those that participate in IllustrApril and all that and this and that? I want you to answer that question.
Let me know the meaning of your incentive because me, I might be thinking of another thing.
Incentive, like probably is there a price for them and all those things? And I'm very sure we
Yeah,
actually did.
there's a price. There's a price. As in price itself. Number one prize is improvement.
Yeah,
Yeah. And number two prize is at least we have, let me say we have all these petty giveaway in the group, maybe all those things. But I don't want the motive of the group to be money based, or
yeah,
maybe you join because of you want to win something. No, I know it will drive people, but even if it will be added, I won't make it to be like that. And the third prize for this year, which almost all of them have known, is the magazine we are trying to do.
sure.
If you are here and maybe you are in the group, please, if you can still do your day 1 to 30, like if you miss some, you can still do it. Kindly just do it and send to me because we have a magazine that we are trying to. I gave Ruti the magazine template to do for me already, so just know that it's going to be a cool one. And
And he's the baddest designer on his own.
yeah, so we trying to bring up the fact of publishing it, making it known to people that there are some people that can do this and add things to it, poems and poetry to it, to make it readable and fun to go on to. At least I've sent the sample to the group, and I'm planning on, if I see um the results, because I'm not the only one that will do this. I will still ask some people in the group to help me with some things. If I see the result and it's going that well, I believe everybody in the group will have a benefit one way or the other from it, because it's not only going to be free. It might be free to all of us that we are in the group, but I'm trying to make it at least have a price tag and everybody have their percentage to it. So
That
that's
reminds me of something. A quote says, those who pay attention. If they don't pay, they
yeah.
won't pay attention. But the funny thing is, people will be like, okay, I want to learn illustration. And the funny thing, when you ask them, do you have a system? They will say no. Do you have this? Do you have that? They say no. Then what do you want to learn? I actually
Mm,
learned all of these things online. Most of these things I do today, I learned them online. And I'm an audiovisual learner. I like seeing what I'm learning. Not really
and
like
X
reading
Y.
books. Hmm?
Do you know that we have a mobile user on the group?
Yeah, I know. And I was
Like someone
amazed.
that uses the guy that is using his phone to draw
Yeah, I
and
think that's
the
X
guy
one.
named to end with XY too.
Yes, the guy is good.
The guy used phone and his works are very neat. So I don't think there is you have maybe anybody have any excuse for anything, sure. But it's
There's no
what
excuse for
you
failure.
feel like it's what you feel like maybe you want to do, or what you want to aspire, or let me use this motivational talk, is what you inspire that you aspire. something aspire that inspire.
Fire.
Aspire, everything will just be fire. So I just feel it's just determination. Me, I don't know how to motivate people, but me, I'll just say my own normally.
We are now to motivate people.
So now your job now.
So it's quite amazing.
J, you came here to look for trouble.
J4 is here.
So I just feel like illustration should just be like something you want to do willingly, not being forced for. Like if I just feel like Allah is there good. I just feel like if you want to design, you have to, from the beginning, you have to enjoy it. That's just it. If you don't enjoy them, you're just
wait till you gain.
Allah, what's your question? Please
okay, you know what? Before you answer the question, I think we now need to open the floor for people's questions. Like let them ask questions, then we answer. I think I love Bolayo now. You don't know Bolayo?
No, that's not Bolayo. No, that's not Bolayo. That's Schofield. He's his partner. Schofield.
Okay.
Bolayo is not lying.
Okay. So your question. You said, why do you hate CorelDRAW? But I actually use CorelDRAW to do my design.
Schofield, see.
You said you don't like the interface anyway.
No, we always do fight. We always do fight about CorelDRAW and AI and stuff like that. See, okay. Schofield, I know it's CorelDRAW. I like CorelDRAW, but I don't know how to use it, and I detest it. Okay, see, in the group, you have people that use CorelDRAW, and I never for once talk bad about it. But to you, you know how we used to drag our matters. You always do feel CorelDRAW is this, CorelDRAW. I mean, I will still be telling you I can't use it, I can't do this. CorelDRAW is not a cool stuff for me. It's too rigid. I beg. I hate CorelDRAW. Are you happy now?
So, is there any question from the house? Any other person?
This guy is saying I should remove my glasses. Okay.
That's J. That's J4.
Yeah, I know. Make me happy.
J4. So, who else is asking question? Let's see.
And lastly, what I would say is next year, you know, normally when we open the group, we said it was temporary.
Yeah.
And so, okay, Adobe Illustrator now, Schofield. I use Adobe Illustrator for my cartoon. So by next year, by God's grace, the people that are in the group will still be there. We'll just still be doing our normal. If you have maybe any correction, anything you want us to put you through, you can still come up in the group. But I won't want the fact of maybe we're now closing the group and now still adding people later next year. You understand? So I will just want the fact, okay, we have almost 20 guys, and almost everybody participated in what, irrespective of how it is. Even if some did maybe day 1 and come back, do day 5. Some people come back again, do day 15. At least they participate, and they participated one way or the other. So what I think is, if he's going to go on next year, it's still these same guys I want to work with, maybe with some additions, because I already move along with them, even if I have not met anybody. I just feel this kind of vibe in between, the way you guys used to mock each other when you design and all. So I just think, okay, next year we might do more than the magazine stuff we planned this year. Maybe next year we might just put a price tag, which I will just put for people indoor. It won't be outside. Like it might, our normal thing now inside that we don't take outside. So we'll just try to put everything in place to make people want to, like, these guys are trying. From my WhatsApp status, even if I don't post, if I forget to post you guys design, they'll say, what of today's one? It's because people are
Funny thing.
really
The funny
enjoying
thing,
the designs.
Sagna on Fiverr, that's OSM platform.
Yeah.
He saw your design. I was like, now Derek do this thing. I said, yes. We now saw my own. He said, it was now bothering me, like, come and teach me this thing. I said, guy, go to YouTube. He has been disturbing me like
No.
forever.
You remember when you wanted to start and you don't even know the tools you want to use.
Yeah.
That was like that. I don't know who put it through because it was CorelDRAW. Me, I was like, no, I don't use CorelDRAW. I don't know how to
I did
use
it
CorelDRAW.
myself. I used the pen too. You know,
There's pencil in
CorelDRAW also has
CorelDRAW.
pen too.
Now,
And
wow.
I've been using the pen tool for long now.
Okay. I don't know it
You know
has
the funny
pencil.
thing?
I'm happy for you
People
guys.
you said what?
I'm happy for you guys. I don't know CorelDRAW have pencil. I'm happy for you guys.
Well, it's all good. Even allow me uses CorelDRAW too.
Yeah, that's why his designs are awkward now. Like Scoofy don't. I'm just bouncing, just leave him. He will still reply.
I'm so surprised at Yefalo's design. Like, does that guy really use CorelDRAW?
No,
He said he uses
see,
CorelDRAW.
one thing I plan on doing is, I'm taking the design to a whole new level. Maybe next year we won't be using references. You have to sketch before you draw.
Sketch, right?
That. Yeah, at least what my step for this year is to make people know. My only aim this year was for people to know how to shadow and how to have highlights for their objects. If you can know the precision of where to use shadow, even if I draw rubbish and give you, you still have that muscle memory of where to put the precision, where to put highlights, where to put shadow. Even if you have to look at Google to check another reference of what I drew, like to just check how they put shadows on it, because it will get to I do sketch. Even if my sketching is awkward. If you check all my drawings, my instructional manuals, like all these that maybe
I
I'll
see
be
that.
I do sketch them, or maybe I demonstrate them and someone snap me. Like someone will take photo camera and snap me, and from there I'll draw my steps. So that's where exactly I'm going. Like to be able to recreate things from your head. Like that's what Yefalo is doing, and it's because he's a fine art guy. He studied fine art in school, so
Oh,
he has that basics of drawings already. But in design, you don't need to have basic of drawing before you can have a good drawing. If you can sketch, my sketches are not fine, but
but
when
the
I draw
designs are fine.
you see, when you carry paper and you draw circle on a paper, your circle might not be straight. Like it might not be you might be having edges there, but that you sketch it, you know that this circle is circle. So when you get to AI, you just draw normal circle. You understand?
Sure.
Or maybe a straight line, and in the sketch your line is kind of rough and maybe it's bending. So, but you know deep down that if you get to your computer, you just draw normal to draw straight line, all those things. So that's where I'm trying to go next year. Like, okay, next year will be like, okay, download a reference online look at the reference, sketch it on the paper. From the paper, snap it or scan it or whatever, take it to AI and recreate it. Not exactly the way it is on the reference. That's my plan next year. So it's just to build guys. See, to get to a point that maybe a client will ask for a job that doesn't have a reference. Maybe something you have to imagine.
Sure.
So you have to be able to be creative enough to do all those stuff. So that's just it. So next year might have mix of normal reference and normal sketch so that it won't bore people. So we just have to mix it up. You understand? So by God's grace, everybody go there alive to witness next year. I just hope everything will be fine and we'll be able to kick off again. But the magazine should be okay. Roti sent me a sample. I'm not sure, maybe I've sent it to the group. I sent the writer yesterday and the guy loved it. So what I'm trying to do now is, I know some badass designers on the same IllustrApril group. The guy was telling me that okay, let's like day 5 have another thing. Let's maybe car have another thing. Maybe another day have another thing different from each other, so it won't be boring. Say no wala. Let's Lucy do this one. I go find another person that will do the maybe another thing. So we'll just be mixing it till we come up to a perfect magazine that we can publish. What's this guy? I can't find that artwork you did on my dream. Daddy. I can't remember.
Darry.
Yep.
What is your word for those that are viewing us online right now? Like, what do you have to say to them concerning IllustrApril, designs, and everything?
Okay. Normally, you know me to be a person that I don't like crowd. Like I prefer if we 5 are working, as in like you are doing what you want. I'm glad with that. Like I'm cool with that than me having 100 people and maybe it's just 5 that is doing. It's kind of, it won't encourage me to look like maybe I'm wasting my time or stuff like that. I think next year I will try to publish very early, maybe January, then February, then March, because some people always do get the stuff late. You understand? So I just feel if you really, really want to catch up, really, really want to learn illustration in a way that you don't need someone to be directing you, but just correcting you daily to get to a perfect place. I think this is the place we do. Like, this is the best chance for people that used to meet me in my private chat that I should come and teach them illustration. I mean, I know it's not fair. Because I can't be teaching you what I'm saying now. Like, online classes are very, very, very hard. Except if I want to be whining you, or maybe if I want to collect you guys money and say, okay, I'm doing online class on illustration and you guys should bring 5,000 for entry and you guys will enter and I will send you guys PDF to go and read. So all those things, I don't believe in all those things. So, and IllustrApril is free. It's not like maybe there's a gate fee or something like that. It's just your determination we need, your energy. It's just what we need. I can remember when Vicky first started now.
Yeah.
Vicky drawings first day, second day was like
No.
so, but let me just say from day 1 to like day 7 was mad for me. Like, it was very crazy because I was correcting almost every day. I was correcting every night, 9 o'clock like this. 9 to like 10 or 11. I'll still be correcting.
Sometimes it's well.
Even sometimes I'll beg, I'll I'll
Yusuf,
beg Roti to help me. Roti go don't go with him wife and pikin. I'll just say, oh, make I no disturb the old man. You soon is place of where the network is not that good. So I'm the only one left. So, and why I picked Yusuf is he has his own way of criticizing work, which I like. Like, he
constructive
yeah,
criticism.
he's very constructive and he makes it. He will tell you where you are lacking. You know me, I don't criticize on background usage or stuff like that. All what I will want to view is your details and where your stroke and how smooth is your stroke and all. But Yusuf will tell you how your
How
illustration,
exciting it is and all that.
how exciting, how real the two is, and how the background feel. You get. So it's more like, and there are sometimes someone that drew better we have a low score when Yusuf is
I
rating.
remember.
Yeah, no, it's because there are sometimes you have to look it on a client's way also. Like, if you do this thing for a client might not know all this shadow, all this highlight stuff. Your zone might just be maybe the background. Maybe you want a blue background, and okay, if someone is looking for a blue background and you are designing and your color base is maybe black, you understand? Like, maybe your object is now having black color. The design is off already. Even if you are getting the design, maybe if you are illustrating very well, the design already have awful taste. So all those things are being noted also. So that's why I brought him up to do that for me. At least he did it to some extent. Till I was not able to even reach him. If I send the message in the morning, maybe it's the next day, I'll now see double tick. So I understand. But because of that, that doesn't mean I should now, like, okay, because these people are not doing it, don't let me do it. No. So at least I'm just doing it for the fun of it. Not like maybe you guys give me one kind of maybe gate fee for it. No. So it's just more like next year, just come and join us if you really want to design, and let's put you through to some extent we can, and you can go on from there and do your design work. You understand? Like,
Sure.
at least now you can at least draw some things yourself. You don't need to look for a designer to draw a ball for you now. You get. So all those things are just normal minimal thing to add. You can know how to do a banner, do flyers, do a lot of
Business card and all that. But
business card, but you can still add
illustration,
this to it now. But illustration is a way different aspect because you might not even need your pen to throughout your banner design and all. But throughout illustration, I think it's your pen tool that will even do almost all the work.
I use the pencil oftentimes.
There was a point in time that I was just even thinking I should just be drawing and be using white background, just the same with white background, because I was feeling lazy to think of color to use for my background. Because white will follow anything now. So I was just like, what? I don't know if you check my work there, like 2 consecutive days, I was using white backgrounds because I was tired. So all those things, just come next year. Don't be lazy. Come and join us. Do design. Well, please come if you have basic knowledge of design. We can't start from telling you how to open Photoshop or how to use some kind of tools. You have to have the knowledge already. There's difference between you knowing what these are used for and you using it.
Sure.
So that's it. So by next year, everything will be fine by God's grace. We'll add more effects, and I'll at least by next year, I won't be the only one doing all the work. I'll from people there, I'll pick people. I know people I can pick and know that if I tell them to do this, they will do this. And I know people that if I tell now, maybe next year they will reply me to do it. So I'll just, because we have to work together. So I'll
As a
just
team.
like the work is too much on me. I can't lie, because um maybe because I'm free, very free this year. Maybe that's why I had time to do everything, do the design, as in do the daily. There was a point in time I gave someone that first year. I gave someone the Instagram page to be posting because I can't be doing everything. Can you remember? It was like Smud. Yeah, I gave Smud then the Instagram details to be posting the daily pictures because I was very, very, very tired. So, but this year I was not doing it because I'm doing like I'm just indoor, and so I was just doing everything. So by next year, which I know everybody will be kind of busy, I had to cut the work in places.
It's
But
quite amazing because let me just say this lockdown is a blessing in disguise for us. You know why? We have
yeah,
never been this consistent before, like finishing back to back from day 1 to day 30, and it's quite amazing. And sometimes you look at it, how do we run this thing? How do we do this? And the kind of funny thing is, we just want to thank God that we have this time, like this time. And
yeah,
even
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no, I might
And
be
even
somewhere,
there's
maybe I'll
I'll
still be
no no
outside
no.
in the
If
night.
there is no lockdown, I will have messaged you. I will have told you. I will have given you the Instagram page self to be posting for me because I'll be busy also. So I just feel everything just came up the right time.
It's a blessing in
At
disguise.
February, I was still having the thought of how are we going to even do this April like this. Say, I already had a list of people I will contact to help me with some things. But when I saw that there was lockdown, I just started doing the things myself when I was indoor and I was not having a lot of things. So it's just, but next year I'm very sure the work rate will be divided. I'll give some people some things to do because I can't do everything myself. I'm not a robot. You grab. So
So I think that will be all for today. I sincerely appreciate you for your time, Derek, and everyone that joined us today. I appreciate you as well. Posey loves you, Derek loves you as well. To join us, go to Instagram at IllustrApril. Follow us, IllustrApril. And you can send a DM if you want to join our platform. And from there, pick it up from there. So thank you, Derek.
ah,
Yeah.
we will see
Somebody
later
is
now.
just
We will see.
joining us.
The person's luck. The thing is, I think someone was talking about we doing illustrate me, be illustrate
That's
whatever.
our poster.
No. It's just for April.
Yeah.
Whatever thing is, maybe I was thinking of maybe if I'll be chanced, maybe I'll just find another aspect of maybe icons, maybe to just do icons, just normal plain icons. Because icon too is needed when it comes to illustration. There's difference between deep illustrations and icons. Icons are just something much online now, and it's kind of awkward when you look at, let me say, UI designs, or when you see that the icon maybe Taxify is using is almost the same thing with icon Uber is using.
Sure.
You understand? So if you can sit down and maybe recreate flat images, like you said, icons, like recreating it to your own taste. Like, we have different type of cups, we have different type of alarms, we have different type of. So if you can just, if you just say, okay, today we are doing alarm, you should be able to, like, okay, let me think of what is different from what other people have done. That's uniqueness, and from there, people are selling all these things. You can sell your flat image, you can do this. So from there, you just, when you start training yourself to it, you will just see that you get used to drawing some kind of flat image from your head, like anything maybe map, icon, you can just think of something. All those things
Some
are
of them
very, very,
yourself.
very. Yeah, you
Create
can,
them
you
yourself.
can, you can do yourself. You can, but what I just feel is it's kind of not cool anymore. Icons are not cool anymore. Flat images are not cool anymore because it's almost everywhere. If you type cup icons now, you will see plenty.
Even
Maybe
font
the one you are
custom.
picking, another person have already used it. So
Font custom also has a package of icons on its own. Font
yeah,
custom.
even there is one website, flaticon.com or something. They have, but what I'm trying to say is if you can have yours and maybe later on, maybe when you are doing, maybe if you move to UI designs or maybe UX designs, it will be, because I do UI designs also, but I'm lazy. I've said it, I'm lazy. I just discontinued it because I was not like feeling it.
You are not
Maybe,
motivated.
maybe, the illustration has this place for me, like to add another. It's not like there are some skills I know that I know myself, but I'm not doing it. Like I just left it. So maybe you just go on to the UI and UX design and all this home button, all these. See Facebook now. Facebook is having different flat icons now.
Sure.
If you check Facebook icons now and check Fiverr icons, they're almost looking alike.
Yeah.
You understand? So there should be uniqueness on some things, and that's what I'm just feeling. Maybe, but that one will be kind of easy. That one shouldn't take you 10 minutes, 20 minutes to draw. So I just feel maybe flat icons or flat images should be added. The way your follow jobs are like logo.
He just joined us now, sir.
So
The
your
fellow
follow
just joined.
your follow jobs are like logos. If you look at his jobs, he can
Yeah.
actually use all his work as a logo work. You understand? That's more or less like he tried to make it minimal. Unlike we that drew deep details jobs and all. I asked him for one design as a logo also.
Yeah, yeah, I saw it.
It's because it has a minimal job and all. So if I think of maybe, if I have thought of it, I would have said, okay, this May we are doing icons. Maybe we'll just name it May icon or icon May or something, and we'll just be having fun. We won't take it serious. We won't take it serious like that. We'll just be having fun. Maybe from there, when we see that it's making sense. But do you know why I don't want to do it, May? Because of the future. Reason being that because we are free now doesn't mean we'll be free next year.
Always.
So there should be maybe if space, maybe 1 month space or maybe 2 months. Maybe that one will just be, maybe we'll just say, okay, draw icon of home. Just make sure that your home icon or home flat image is not same as the one you are seeing online. Just try to bring something up. Try to create something from your head and all. And the one I was saying that maybe we adding sketches was gingered from the follow, because I just feel like if we can add this at least to make sense. So maybe, as I said, next year we'll do the mixture of sketch and reference, as in you sketch from is either you sketch from reference or you sketch from your head. Just sketch and draw it from the sketch. You understand? So maybe if everything's still going well, maybe if I still have the ginger, maybe I won't put it in June. June is my birthday month. I might not be free.
April was my birthday, and it
You
was
are
actually nice
not the one
doing it.
organizing. You are not the one organizing. I know why I said
I'm not the one
because
organizing it, but it was my birthday.
maybe I feel maybe July, maybe we'll just do icon. Maybe we'll have time to think. So we'll just maybe do icon July, just icon. Nothing, just flat, no, nothing, just either stroke or all black. So maybe July. So I will just try to bring something up, try to see how we can do it. So that's what I think. Maybe then we'll be having every year. Maybe we'll be having April and July, April and July, April and July. But yeah, so but I will try to come up with something. I'll talk to people about it because the April itself, I talked to people about that first time. I talked with Kenneth now. Kenneth told me about Kenneth told me about Julicon. And Julicon makes sense.
That's not like you. Is that? Hold on, it sounds like unicorn. It sounds like unicorn.
Makes sense, but let's just try to try to calm down. So Kenneth was trying to tell me when I wanted to bring up that IllustrApril, he was trying to tell me maybe you should do flat design. I was like, no. I want to see highlight and not. Maybe I'll now talk to him about this icon stuff now, Sha, because he has a lot of icons he created himself. So maybe if I see his work and I share it to you guys in the group, maybe from there, maybe we'll just say, okay, July, this is it. You understand? So, but I will try to make all that icon stuff. It's to be kind of interesting and stressless. Just 5
Not like
minutes.
the bike.
Not like
that bike.
Yeah, Falu, where's your bike?
Yeah, Malo has also beaten his bike till today.
And he sketched it already. I don't know. They're very lazy boy. So that was what I just think. Maybe July we'll have icon challenge. By God's grace. So I think people joined late and
So I can actually view the previous video.
Oh really? Okay. No problem. Do you record it or something?
No, I'll record it later. Once we are done, I'll record it.
No, I'm not. This is my first time of doing live video. So me, I'm a bush boy.
Well, you can design.
So that's just it. I don't think maybe there's much to talk about again.
Okay, so thank you for joining me in this live video. It's nice having you on board. And to our viewers as well, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow Illustration. That's at IllustrApril.
You follow your bike. I'll keep us in it.
So
because I need this bike. I need Prej bike.
We'll get his bike, don't worry.
Because what I'm feeling that is all of them are consistent, and I won't like the fact of maybe the bike parts, they won't see them. You understand? So that's why I'm still waiting before I post the bike. And that's why I didn't even post anything on the IllustrApril page, because I won't want the fact of maybe I post now and I'll post again. I don't like it to cut like that, so I'll just wait till when they post it and post on. So I'll just go and message them again. I'll cause them device to cause them to send their bikes.
All right, bro. Thank you for joining me.
All right, and people in IllustrApril, try to save each other's contact so you can get to each other and know each other much more better.
Don't worry, this video will be on YouTube later. All right.
All right.
Take care, bro.
Yeah, take care.